and welcome to
Essenzadigusto.
Seasonally oriented and passionately driven. So, Chef CT, what are we making today?
Today we're making something that is really in my memories, and it's actually a dish that I used to eat when I was growing up, that my Nonna in Italy used to cook for us. Yes, Nonna Vittoria used to cook for us when we were growing up, and it's one of the only ways of actually making me eat chicken, because I don't love chicken. I love red meat a little bit more, but there's so much flavor. It's so original. It's so authentic, and also very basic. This is actual what we would have of chicken for 2 portions. So 2 breasts, half breasts, and 2 legs. We will then complement it with a side of broccoli, and asparagus. We're not going to saute them in a traditional way today. We are going to steam them with this special 2-setter.
Let's show this wonderful steamer. It's beautiful. In this, the bottom is water mostly. A tablespoon, a capful. 3 capfuls of the
olive oil, extra virgin Tuscan. Then we put thyme. Then we put salt, pepper, a little bit of parsley, and that's it. Okay, this is going to allow the steam to also bring up all the flavors of everything that we put inside, but will not actually be aggressive, and the actual, all the properties of the olive oil, of all the herbs, are going to stay intact and are going to be healthy throughout the cooking process.
Intact and healthy. And the onions, where are they being used?
Well, the onions are going to be the base for this dish, and don't worry about cutting it perfectly. This is a original Tuscan, grandmother Nonna's dish. We're going to have Tuscan olive oil, white vinegar. We're going to have all these nice Mediterranean spices. Sage, chopped rosemary, and what's left of a little bit of thyme.
No parsley?
I love it. A little bit of parsley, yes, at the end, but not that much. These are the actual flavors that you really want to add. And then we're going to have a little bit of concentrated tomato, Italian.
The tomato paste, the squeeze.
Yeah, concentrated, paste. And then just half a clove of garlic.
As you do your next step, I'm going to tell everybody that we are following CDC guidelines and let you know that when we shop, we wear our gloves and we wear our masks, and when we bring stuff into the kitchen, into the house, we spray everything with disinfectant or wash the produce to get it clean and ready. Also, Chef CT, he is in our home, and he is actually my nephew. He is quarantined at home for over 6 weeks, so we are the
actually even more. Why we say this? Because we do understand that in certain moments it's very important to reach out and remind ourselves that there's a certain standard of behavior, and this is what we want to say by telling you that we not only spray our counter every time we change a product.
We wash with hot soapy water, then we disinfect after. We just want you to be feel safe and feel okay with the fact that we are following the CDC guidelines for this, so that we are having fun, and I am learning how to cook, and we're doing it in a safe and healthy way. And now, what's our first step next?
Okay, now we also showed you the 2 pans that we're going to cook with. These are the only 2 pans we're going to cook with, okay? So this one is to vaporize and to saute, but with vapor, the nice vegetables that we spoke about. This is to actually put the chicken. We will start putting the spices and the olive oil and a little bit of water and
the chicken?
No, the chicken after.
Oh yeah.
Before we have to start the base, and the believe it or not, the white vinegar. White vinegar is a very important key ingredient.
I better get that done
in this dish. So let's put this here.
These go in.
Yes.
But not the garlic yet.
Yeah, we can put everything.
Okay,
the garlic and everything.
Good. It is done.
Perfect. Then we put a little bit of water.
I bet that's probably a scant cup.
A cup and a half, I would
really?
say. Yes,
okay.
At least a cup and a half. Even if you go a little bit more with the with the water, it's not a problem. Otherwise, if you go a little less, you'll just have to put it back again. This
One
you put
cupful.
for now.
2
You actually put
cupfuls.
4 cupfuls of this,
So
okay?
that's about 4 tablespoons for us who cook with tablespoons and ounces.
Yeah, for those who are normal.
We
You
love
mix
it.
this. Okay, then you put salt and pepper. Let's start with the multigrain pepper. You know we always love the multigrain pepper. I don't know why. I just think it is more flavorful and it just encounters more taste.
Yes, it does. The tricolor. It's got lots of different pepper tastes.
Yes, and it's a little bit more delicate because the black pepper is always the one that is a little bit
The
stronger.
harshest.
And if you put a little too much in it, you always risk of doing something overdoing, and we just don't like overdoing, right? So this all together, then you put 2 handfuls of fingersfuls, you're right, of the thinly chopped rosemary. Then you put 2 leaves of chopped thyme. And then you put
You're putting whole leaves of the
whole leaves.
of
Yes,
the
this is
sage.
important. Whole leaves. You don't need. This is. The more you cut it, the stronger the sage is. This has to complement the rest of the herbs. So you leave them, or you cut them in half, or you directly put. If you put 4, you put 3.
1, 2, 3.
You put 3 holes, and then you actually cut the smaller 1 and 2, so it starts giving a little bit more flavor right away.
All right.
What happens now? You put it on the fire.
Okay, I'll do that. And how much fire would you like, sir? Slow, medium,
I would
high?
medium to medium high.
Medium to medium high.
Now we are going to add a little bit of tomato paste, okay, which is already open. I tend to always, of course, Italian, but even when I'm in Italy, this is the actual, producer that I use. Mutti only uses Italian tomatoes, even for the products that they export. 4 squeezes.
1, 2, 3. Oh!
Not up the kitchen.
Is that good enough?
Can you add a little bit because half of one of the squeeze just went on the counter? Thank you.
Guys, I do not know how to make this teaspoon, half teaspoon. I do not know, but it was boom, 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 boom. And because I spilled some on the stove, a little extra.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is turning a nice, pretty.
Yes, this is actually now has to sit a little bit more. Another, I would say, more or less give and take 5 to max 10 minutes.
More than we've done.
Yes, and then you will put the chicken. But before that, you are going to put not the entire amount of
yes, right. The vinegar.
White
White vinegar.
Sometimes the words just don't come. It's Italian. I must seem stupid. I really not. Please tell
Guys,
me.
he doesn't seem stupid.
So you put half of this.
So 2 ounces of the white vinegar, and then the wine too, or you smell?
Not yet.
Oh my gosh, it smells good.
It's still strong, and you'll feel that the more it cooks, the stronger it'll feel. I wanted to start to put these veggies here. We wrap a nice 5
Cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, tomatoes, and in 2 colors, red one and a yellow one. We spice them and everything with a little bit of olive oil, and we actually close them on the sides so they don't lose the juices. We heat it up in the oven.
To the very specific temperature of 360.
That's the CT temperature.
That's the CT temperature. And here we go. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Via.
Go.
Via. Dai.
Via. That was 10. Do you want me to go 2 more?
Let's see. Let's open them up. Almost ready.
Almost
the
ready.
other 2 minutes. See the nice. Okay. Now a nice touch is, if you had a little bit of white wine open, you could put it right now. A little bit. Yeah.
You do it though.
I won't tell your husband.
Don't tell
This is his bottle.
That's his famous.
This is his bottle.
favorite bottle. So this is now. Let's remind them. This is
Okay, not much. See,
hard.
just
That is
a little teaspoon.
A teaspoon. Now to recap, that has been on there for about 10 minutes. all together
Yes.
so far.
So now we are kind of ready.
Once the chicken has gone in, how long does it stay? I'm gonna go
Well,
over here. You're
you
gonna
know,
put it in.
it's going to,
Do you want
it's,
this,
yeah, it's going to actually, at least, it's gonna take at least, I would say, 25 minutes to a half hour, at least. We leave the skin on, why? Because this is another factor of taste within the dish, okay? Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's even pretty.
After about 10 to 15 minutes within that frame, you put, while the actual white vinegar has already a little bit evaporated and it's a little bit more delicate right now, and it won't contrast that much, you put or the white wine, or the red. In this case today, we're putting red. So let's put half of what we have in this glass, okay?
And you've also, he turned over the chicken.
Yes,
you can
we
see.
do. All the juices that were released by the confit, and we added the little bit of, white wine at the end. So now we're gonna use it as a seasoning
On the vegetables.
on the vegetables.
Chin chin.
Yes, and this is what we're pairing it with, a nice pecorino nebbiolo. It's a medium body wine. It's nice and rich.
Delicious.
It can also be it can be paired with fatter fish like
Like a
I would say salmon or
sea bass?
Yes, sea bass, striped sea bass. Yes.
Is that funny to put a red with fish?
Not the black one, because black one is smaller, not as fatty. But this is definitely even for a nice drink outside.
Oh yeah. Here we are. We're going to try it.
And it's fantastic to be able to try it outside,
Yeah,
right?
first time.
Yeah, let's hope the first time of many others.
Definitely. It's
Great
so
wine.
beautiful.
Great dish, I think.
Beautiful.
And I hope you can replicate it at home. If you have any question, please just contact us. Via social, via email, all the possibilities that you have to reach us. And let's try it.
Let's try it.
Auguri.
Auguri. Tata.
Grazie,
Auguri.
tata.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Yes.
Please, voila.
Thank you.
Voila.
Oh, it is falling off the bone.
Yeah, because it's organic chicken, and second of all, it's cooked, so that it really has all the juices inside.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. It's delicious.
Good. Well, now I can try.
We didn't do bon appetito. Oh, come on.
Buon appetito! Yay, I can't clap that.
No, you can't. It's caramelized, right?
Yeah.
Agura tata.
Buon appetito a tutti.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao.